The most common way to say you are bored is to use be bored or feel bored. If you want to say what or who is boring you, you can add the preposition with, like be bored with or feel bored with. You can also use the adjective to describe something or someone as boring. For example, I am bored. I'm bored with this book. The play was boring. The most common way to say you are disinterested is to use the verb be not interested or be disinterested. If you want to say what or who is not interesting, you can add the preposition in, like be not interested in or be disinterested in. You can also say something is not interesting or uninteresting. This is the adjective form. For instance, I am not interested in that. I am disinterested in her life. The uninteresting class bored the students. Firstly, instead of using boring or uninteresting, you can use dull. This is an adjective that means something is not interesting. For example, I dislike dull clothing. Also, feel dull can be used instead of feel bored. I feel dull. Secondly, instead of be or feel bored, you can use the phrase be bored to tears. This means you are extremely bored. For example, I was bored to tears doing nothing all day. However, you can also change the order of the sentence. That means the thing that is boring you becomes the subject of the sentence. For instance, you bore me to tears. Thirdly, an even stronger way to express your boredom is to use be bored to death or be dying of boredom. This is one of the strongest ways to say you are extremely bored. For instance, I am bored to death waiting for my friend. She is dying of boredom at work. Now that you learned some new phrases, listen to a short conversation and see if you can pick out the idiom that means you are bored. Are you taking astronomy this semester? Yes, it is so boring. Really? That was one of my favorite classes last year. I don't know why. Every class I am bored out of my mind. What about the textbook? It's full of cool pictures. The textbook is okay, but the teacher's lectures are so boring. Did you catch the idiom in the conversation? If you said, be bored out of my mind, you're right. Every class I am bored out of my mind. This idiom means that you are extremely bored. The student said, every class I am bored out of my mind. The most common way
I am bored out of my mind.
We're bored to death with you.
It's rather dull.
Because of that, I was bored to tears.
I am bored. I'm bored with this book. The play was boring. I am not interested in that. I am disinterested in her life. The uninteresting class bored the students. I dislike dull clothing. I feel dull. I was bored to tears doing nothing all day. You bore me to tears. I am bored to death waiting for my friend. She is dying of boredom at work. Every class, I am bored out of my mind.